Interesting facts about Marvel superheroes. Hey there, fellow Marvel aficionados. Welcome back to the channel where we delve deep into the lore of our favorite universes. If you think you know everything there is to know about Marvel's iconic superheroes, prepare to have your mind blown. Today we're unpacking some intriguing and lesser-known facts that even the most seasoned fans might have missed. From the Golden Age origins that set the stage for modern comics, to the intricate narratives woven throughout decades of storytelling, Marvel has built a universe rich with history and depth. We'll explore how early characters influenced the evolution of the superhero genre, uncover behind-the-scenes decisions that shaped our beloved heroes, and examine the profound social commentaries embedded within these stories. So whether you're an adamantium-clawed mutant lover, a web-slinging wall-crawler enthusiast, or a fan of gamma-powered Goliaths, there's something here for you. Grab your vibranium shields, power up your arc reactors, and let's embark on this exhilarating journey through Marvel's fascinating legacy. The Human Torch was Marvel's first superhero. Let's kick things off by traveling back to the nascent days of Marvel Comics, specifically 1939. Did you know that Marvel's very first superhero wasn't Spider-Man, Iron Man, or even Captain America? It was the original Human Torch. Created by writer-artist Carl Burgos, the Human Torch made his debut in Marvel Comics #1, published by Timely Comics, which would later become the Marvel Comics we know today. This initial iteration of the Human Torch was not Johnny Storm of the Fantastic Four, but an android named Jim Hammond. Hammond was a synthetic man who could ignite his entire body and control fire at will, a groundbreaking concept at the time. His existence raised profound questions about artificial intelligence, consciousness, and what it means to be human, themes that Marvel would revisit with characters like Vision and Ultron. Hammond played a significant role during World War II, aligning with other heroes like Namor the Submariner and Captain America as part of the Invaders. This team was instrumental in fighting Axis powers both on the home front and abroad, reflecting the real-world context of the era. The character's popularity waned post-war, but his legacy endured. When Stan Lee and Jack Kirby introduced Johnny Storm as the new Human Torch in Fantastic Four #1 in 1961, they paid homage to the original while reinventing the concept for a new generation. Johnny, a teenage hothead with fiery powers, embodied the youthful exuberance of the early 1960s. This reinvention showcased Marvel's ability to adapt and redefine its characters to mirror societal changes and audience interests. The dual existence of both Human Torches within Marvel's continuity has allowed for fascinating storylines, including mentorship arcs and confrontations between the two. It's a testament to the depth and complexity of the Marvel Universe, where legacy characters can coexist and enrich the overarching narrative tapestry. Spider-Man was almost rejected by publishers. Now, let's swing over to everyone's favorite neighborhood Spider-Man. It's almost unthinkable, but Peter Parker's alter ego was nearly shelved before he ever graced the pages of a comic book. In the early 1960s, Stan Lee was eager to create a new kind of superhero, one who was a relatable teenager dealing with everyday issues like school, finances, and personal relationships, all while juggling crime-fighting antics. Inspired by watching a spider crawl up a wall, Lee conceived Spider-Man and pitched the idea to then-publisher Martin Goodman. However, Goodman was skeptical. He believed a teenage protagonist should only be a sidekick, not the main hero. Additionally, he thought the spider motif would be too off-putting, as spiders are commonly feared and disliked. Undeterred, Stan Lee, with artist Steve Ditko, introduced Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy #15, the final issue of a series slated for cancellation. The issue hit the stands in August 1962 and became an unexpected hit. The sales figures were so impressive that Goodman quickly authorized a solo series for the Wallcrawler. Spider-Man's debut redefined what a superhero could be. Peter Parker was vulnerable, flawed, and faced consequences for his actions, traits not commonly explored in superheroes of that era. This newfound complexity resonated with readers, particularly teenagers who saw themselves in Peter's struggles and triumphs. Spider-Man's success paved the way for more nuanced storytelling in comics, emphasizing character development alongside action-packed plots. This near-rejection story underscores the importance of taking creative risks and trusting innovative ideas, even when they challenge conventional norms. Stan Lee's hidden cameos across the Marvel Universe. It's impossible not to mention Stan Lee's legendary cameos. The late great Stan Lee didn't just co-create many of Marvel's iconic characters. He became a beloved on-screen presence whose brief appearances were eagerly anticipated by fans worldwide. Stan's cameos began subtly, but grew into a hallmark of Marvel films. In the 2000 X-Men movie, he appeared as a hot dog vendor on the beach when Senator Kelly emerges from the water. From there, his appearances became more creative. A mailman in Fantastic Four, a security guard in Hulk, and Tony Stark's mistaken encounter with Hef in Iron Man. A particularly interesting cameo is in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where Stan Lee appears as an informant to the Watchers, a race of cosmic beings who observe and record events across the multiverse. This scene fueled fan theories that Stan's character is a Watcher informant, which would explain his presence across all Marvel movies, regardless of continuity or studio rights. Stan Lee's final filmed cameo was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, an animated feature where he voiced a store owner who sells Miles Morales a Spider-Man costume. The scene is both humorous and poignant, with Stan's character telling Miles, "I'm going to miss him," referring to Spider-Man, a line that took on added significance following Stan's passing in 2018. These cameos are more than just fun Easter eggs. They serve as a tribute to the man whose imagination and creativity gave birth to a universe of heroes. They connect disparate movies and timelines, reminding us of the shared origins of these stories and the legacy of their creator. Captain America's frozen sleep preserved his youth. On to the first Avenger, Captain America. Steve Rogers' journey from a scrawny kid in Brooklyn to the pinnacle of human physical perfection is well known. But the ingenious plot device that allowed him to leap from WO2 to the modern era was his entombment in ice, preserving not just his youth, but also his ideals. After his debut in Captain America Comics #1 in 1941, Cap became a symbol of American resilience and patriotism. However, post-World War II, interest in superhero comics waned, and the character faded into obscurity. When Marvel decided to revive him in the Avengers #4 in 1964, they needed a plausible explanation for his absence. Enter the frozen in ice narrative. During a mission involving a drone plane rigged to explode, Cap falls into icy Arctic waters and is presumed dead. Decades later, the Avengers discover his frozen body, miraculously preserved. This time displacement adds profound layers to his character. Steve Rogers becomes a living relic, a man out of his time, struggling to reconcile 1940s values with contemporary society. This manifests in his leadership style, personal relationships, and ethical dilemmas. Moreover, this plot device allows for rich storytelling opportunities. It raises questions about duty, sacrifice, and the costs of heroism. Steve's journey becomes not just about fighting external foes, but also about finding his place in a world that has drastically changed. The X-Men as an allegory for social issues. Let's delve into the complex world of the X-Men. Beyond their mutant abilities and epic battles, the X-Men serve as a profound allegory for various social issues, most notably civil rights and discrimination. Created in 1963 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, the X-Men debuted during a turbulent time in American history. The civil rights movement was in full swing, challenging systemic racism and advocating for equal rights for African Americans. The mutants' struggle for acceptance mirrors these real-world conflicts, providing a platform to address prejudice, fear, and bigotry. Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto embody different philosophical approaches to achieving mutant acceptance. Xavier promotes peaceful coexistence and mutual understanding, much like Martin Luther King Jr.'s advocacy for nonviolent resistance. In contrast, Magneto, shaped by his traumatic experiences during the Holocaust, believes that mutants must assert their dominance to survive, echoing more militant viewpoints. Story arcs like God Loves, Man Kills and Days of Future Past tackle themes of genocide, internment, and government persecution. In later years, the X-Men became a metaphor for other marginalized groups, including the LGBTQ+ community. Characters like Northstar, who was one of the first openly gay superheroes, and storylines addressing the AIDS crisis through the Legacy Virus arc expanded the allegorical scope of the series. The X-Men's enduring popularity can be attributed to these layered narratives that blend superhero exploits with deep social commentary. They remind us that comics can be a powerful medium for exploring and challenging societal norms. The Hulk was originally gray, not green. Get ready to Hulk out with this surprising fact. The Hulk was originally gray. When the Hulk smashed onto the scene in The Incredible Hulk #1 in May 1962, he wasn't the green behemoth we're familiar with today. Stan Lee chose gray to avoid any potential ethnic implications associated with skin color. However, the printing technology of the time couldn't consistently produce the gray shade, resulting in the Hulk appearing in various tones of gray, and sometimes even black, within the same issue. By the second issue, the decision was made to change his skin color to green, a color that printers could reproduce reliably and that would stand out on the page. This change wasn't merely cosmetic, it influenced the Hulk's identity and the visual iconography associated with the character. The green hue became symbolic of his monstrous nature, contrasting sharply with Bruce Banner's human form. The multiple incarnations of the Hulk, Green Savage, Gray Fix-It, the Professor, Devil Hulk, and more, represent different facets of Bruce Banner's fractured psyche. This exploration of dissociative identity disorder adds psychological depth to the character, transforming the Hulk stories into more than just tales of brute strength. Marvel's multiverse expands storytelling. Finally, let's traverse the vast expanse of the Marvel multiverse. The multiverse concept allows Marvel to explore infinite possibilities, creating alternate realities where familiar characters face new challenges or take on entirely different roles. The multiverse was first hinted at in the 1960s, but gained prominence with storylines like What If comics, which explored alternate outcomes of significant events. Major crossover events like Secret Wars 1984 and its 2015 iteration further expanded the multiverse concept. Secret Wars 2015 notably collided various universes, leading to a temporary merging of realities. Characters from different universes interacted, fought, and sometimes perished, leading to lasting impacts on the Marvel Universe. In the cinematic realm, the multiverse has opened doors for crossovers thought impossible due to licensing restrictions. Spider-Man: No Way Home brought together 3 generations of Spider-Man actors, bridging the gaps between separate franchises. The multiverse isn't just a storytelling gimmick. It's a foundational element that reflects the complexity and boundless imagination within Marvel's narratives. It allows for exploration of themes like destiny, choice, and the interconnectedness of all things. And there you have it, Marvel Mavens. We've embarked on an epic odyssey through the annals of Marvel history, uncovering intriguing facts that highlight the richness and depth of this unparalleled universe. From the fiery genesis of the original Human Torch to the infinite possibilities offered by the multiverse, Marvel has consistently pushed the boundaries of storytelling. These insights reveal how Marvel's characters and narratives are not just entertainment, but reflections of societal shifts, technological advancements, and the enduring human spirit. They showcase the creative risks taken by visionaries like Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and countless others who weren't afraid to challenge norms and explore complex themes. Whether it's the social allegories within the X-Men, the psychological nuances of the Hulk, or the time-displaced ideals of Captain America, these stories resonate because they touch on fundamental aspects of the human experience. They remind us that heroes can be flawed, that struggles can lead to growth, and that even the most fantastical tales can hold mirrors up to our own world. If these facts sparked your curiosity or made you see your favorite heroes in a new light, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts, theories, and favorite Marvel moments in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going and continue to delve into the extraordinary universe that has captured our imaginations for generations. Until next time, keep exploring, and remember, Excelsior!